Peace, guys. What's up? Jeremy here, Consciousness Awake. How's everyone doing? Look at this crazy ass tree right here down by the snowstorms a couple years ago. I'm actually here at the lake. I'm on the shore of the lake right now. I'll show you the lake in a second. Just want to talk for a second, then I'll show you the lake. I want to do a video today. I was swimming out here in the lake a couple hours ago. It's amazing. Then I went kayaking for about an hour or so, and I found this really cool little spot here with all these downed trees. I mean, look at that tree. That looks pretty intense. Anyways, even decaying nature is still beautiful, right? Anyways, so I want to do a video about the sixth chakra, the pineal gland, the third eye, also known as the Christ consciousness center. The center within yourself. The center within you. I want to get into that a little bit and talk about that. Actually, let me show you the lake. There it is. Look at that. That's amazing. You know what's crazy is it's Oregon, right? I'm here in Oregon. It gets cold. It snows here. There's ice in the winter. But this lake, like a few weeks ago, I was like maybe 100 or 200 feet out there off the shore, and it's it's at least 20 feet deep out there. It's it's a pretty good amount of depth in the water. And I had a little temperature gauge, a little thermostat thing, and it was 82 degrees. Wow, isn't that crazy? 82 degrees. So yeah, swimming in this lake is just wonderful. It's a really nice place. No Wi-Fi or anything like that. It's really quiet out here. If there weren't so many boats, speedboats out there in the lake, actually be a great place to meditate, but unfortunately, yeah, with all the boats out there, it's there's a lot of noise. But anyways, let's get you in the lake. There we go. So let's get back to the third eye, the Christ consciousness center. It's important to understand that too, because Jesus sure, was a real a person, a consciousness, a being, in a unit of consciousness, individual unit of consciousness, just like me and you. But he was more or less just a spiritual teacher, just like his spiritual teacher, John the Baptist, was Jesus's spiritual teacher when Jesus was a little kid. But anyways, let me get back. I'm gonna talk to you guys. I want to have that lake. I want you guys to absorb nature, because most of my videos are at my house and just in my office and stuff, and there's no natural light in there, but here we have our natural light. It's healing. And I think I made a post on the community posts, I don't know, maybe like a few months ago or 6 months ago, and I'm trying to remember what that verse was. But there's there's a verse in the Old Testament that Jesus said, and like with any religious books, holy books, we call them holy books. A lot of it is a bunch of bullshit, but there are some verses and things that do make a lot of sense. And one of the things that makes sense to me, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head here, I think it's something Jesus said. He said, that's right, the light of the body is the eye, as in one single eye, as in the third eye, as in the pineal gland. The light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when thy eye is single, Thy whole body also is full of light. But when thy eye is evil, thy body is full of darkness. Right? You must have heard that that verse before. It's something that apparently Jesus said. Now, let's say Jesus didn't say that. Let's say Jesus didn't say that. Whoever said it, it makes a lot of fucking sense, right? It's totally referring to, Christ consciousness, pineal gland, third eye, seeing through one eye. That is a complete reference to the sixth chakra and the pineal gland, quite honestly. Sorry, let me get you back on the lake. I'm not sure if you can hear the waves crashing on the shore, but it sounds just so meditative, so nice. It is super, super, super nice. But yeah, and also, like when you look at the symbol, like how all of the primary chakras have their own symbol associated with, the crown and the pineal and the throat and the heart and all that stuff. When you look at the sixth chakra symbol, how they all the different chakras have different petals and stuff in the design of the symbology of that chakra. You notice that in the sixth chakra in the pineal gland, Christ Consciousness Center, you notice how there's two really big petals. Two big petals on the left and the right side. The left and the right side of the symbol for the third eye. And, when you think about it, those two petals just really represent duality. They represent duality, they represent I think even sexual energy. They represent, feminine and masculine. They represent positive and negative people. The sad truth about activating and opening your third eye is that really anybody can do it. The sad truth is that a really positive intentioned being, person can, fully activate, open up their third eye, their pineal gland fully activated. But also negative intention beings, evil beings, bad people, they have the chakra system too. The human and etheric energy connections with the primary chakra systems and all the micro chakras, which I've talked about before in other videos. But they have it too. So, that's what's kind of crazy though, Energy just works the way it does. And we just have to accept that. But yeah, what I wanted to mention was, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this before in other videos, but people have this misconception about where they're spinning vortex-like wheels and chakras, these primary energy points on their body, where they are. I mean, most people are always like, oh, they're in the front of my body and stuff. Like the third eye is on my forehead in between the brows. Not true. It's on the front side, and it's also on the back side. So each of the chakras, take in energy and put out energy through the front side of your body, and also through the back of your body. So the third eye, yes, the front of the forehead between the brows, but also there's just as much energy flowing through the back of the bottom of the head. And so when you think about, especially with the solar plex, it's coming out through the center of the back of your spine, and of course it's coming out through the front of your body. These negative archon parasitic entities And some other forms of negative entities that like to drain your energy, you know, they're attacking you mainly from the back side of your auric field. So they can see your energy bodies, and they can see your chakra points, or you know, your primary chakra center from the back. See? So I don't think people talk about this enough. They really don't, because it's like when you're driving a car and you have a blind spot in your mirrors. You got mirrors and physical eyes in your car as you're driving, but you still have a blind spot, even with mirrors and physical eyes. And so this blind spot, energetically, and from from an extra dimensional perspective, is also in your blind spot or behind you. Your chakras go behind on your back, and that's where you get attacked. Mainly, if you are getting any attachments, energetic cords, stuff like that, it's happening on the back. So pay attention to you know, physical sensations and tinglings and certain pains that come out of nowhere. You know, pay attention to them, because a lot of times you'll find that they're in the back, or they start in the back of your auric field. So when you're shielding yourself through your willpower and intentions, remember to shield yourself in a perfect circle or perfect sphere. Not just the front of your chakra system or the front of your body, which you could see visually with your physical eyes. I'm sure some of you already understand that, but maybe some of you haven't heard anybody talk about it this way. And so, you know, I feel like, hey, maybe there's a reason why I'm making this video right now and saying what I'm saying, what I'm guided, you know, what I'm guided to say.